Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to a beautiful day in Houston, Texas. Another truly beautiful day. It's about 80 degrees. It is perfect. Clear skies. It is awesome. It is a wonderful Friday. Thought I'd work on my GR Corolla a little bit. I finished up work early. Probably gonna hit the gym after this. But anyways, I did want to mention, so I was installing the mid-power brace for the GR Corolla. Pretty excited to be able to put this car down. Oh, by the way, I also washed the BRZ. I'm sorry, I probably panned really fast there. Might get a little dizzy, but I did do the Griot's 3-in-1 ceramic coating on this one. I'm definitely getting better at applying this stuff, and it is pretty cool. It does make the car, I would say, shinier. Definitely on this black. It is more uniform shine. It is gorgeous, I would have to say. This one's going up next on the lift, on the jack stand, sorry, and it's going to get a very, very, very heavy suspension upgrade. Definitely going to be doing enough to where I'm going to need an alignment. Sorry to get sidetracked, but I did want to talk about the mid brace, the mid power brace. I do have that installed already. That was relatively easy to install. I'll go ahead and post a video down below of some guys doing it. Real simple. The one thing they did not mention, and a lot of companies don't mention this, as well as people who have installed, is that sometimes there is modification necessary in order to make it fit. This is the passenger side under tray. The power brace, it goes right along, maybe not there, like right along this area right here. And it just so happens that this is hitting it. This I guess it's like a chair, a stand that kind of keeps the tray from kind of moving up and down. As you can see, it kind of sticks up. It definitely touches the body of the car, so that I guess when wind's going under this tray, it won't compress. And also this right here, I don't think the other side is going to have this problem, but this is for the AC, the water, whatever, the condenser inside the cooling area, where evaporator, actually it's called the evaporator, where the drain pipe sticks through here to the underbody. So they made this kind of special area where the drain pipe sticks through. You do have to cut that too. The bar just crosses just like a little section right here, so you do have to cut that. And I'll show you guys where I'm going to cut. That's kind of why I made this video so early on. But if you can see the chalk line, that is the part that I'm going to cut off. So I'm going to cut off this piece right here. Is going to be missing when I put it back up. Hopefully it will fit. So I'll have this remainder part still touching the body, and then this part right here will be touching the bar. That is the plan. And then on this side, I wasn't able to mark it on this side, but the bar, it runs about right here, just kind of feeling with my fingers and everything. I could tell that I had to cut it right along there. I'm going to use like a roto zip tool, and I'll put a link below for that bit that I use. It's a great tool for. I use it with the Dremel, and it straight up just it cuts like butter with high precision. You don't have to worry about it. Or if you just want to snip it the old school fashioned way, you definitely can't go wrong with that. But I'm going to go ahead and take it out, and then I will, I guess, hopefully show you guys the finished product. All right, talk to you in a bit. Okay, guys, well, after some trial and error, finally was able to get the fitment that is required. I went ahead and marked it in, I guess, wax pencil on the uncut part. But if you see that, that is the backside of the brace. So that's the the rear of the car, and then that would be the end of the brace. Pretty much, it interferes with this area right here. So you got to cut that part. And then it also interferes with this top section right here. Let me see if I can scan it over like that. Interferes with that section right there. So you do have to cut. You have to cut basically. Oh, sorry. You have to cut basically all the way down to the fin, and then you go around and you go back up. If you see the cross section, basically the bar, it just goes like, it basically just runs right across this area right here in a straight line. So you got to cut that part to take care of it. And then for this one, a little bit more straightforward. You do have to cut, I forgot to mark a part, but you do have to cut this section right here. And then there's actually an extra section right here that you got to cut. I'll show you right here. little extra section you got to cut right there in order to get the brace to fit. That's like a little welded plate section to make the connection. It basically just runs this whole length from here to here. You just cut a little slab off right here and it'll just go straight through. And if you do that, it all fits really nicely. I'll show you guys the cut sections on the already cut. You see right here, I do have to cut a little bit of extra right here. I didn't get that little piece for it to fit nice and flat, but yeah, there's a little piece of metal that sticks through there. The brace runs through this area right here. And then if you can see right here, there's the section cut right here. You can see where my finger's pretty much going through on the bottom. And then there is also that little section right there that got cut. The bar basically just runs straight through this area right here. So you got to cut that part down. And it should fit perfectly. What I'm going to end up doing after it's fit, I'm going to probably get some tape, some weatherproof tape that they use, I think, for gutters repairs. And I'm just going to tape this part. I'm going to tape this part. And try to seal off as best as possible, just to kind of finish the, make it kind of a better look. So I'll probably cover this part. This part I can't cover because there's a, what's it called? There is a drain tube from the AC going out that way. But on this side, I think this is meant for the Japanese versions where they have the driver's side on that side. This one I can just cover up with weather tape. I can just go straight across the bottom like that and just cover it up. So I'll show you guys the finished product in the end. Okay, well, let's hope for the best. Gotta finish cutting this piece, put it all together, and then I'm heading out to the gym. Okay, guys, sorry for the poor audio. I'm recording with my cell phone. It is just too difficult to use a camera down here. But if you can see, here is the brace fully installed. If you see right there, it's right above the existing brace. So you can always leave that brace in place if you're going to leave the covers on. Here's with the covers off. You can see there's a lot of lines it's protecting. And then here is the covered side. You want to see kind of where the cuts are. Hopefully you can see. I'm just going to kind of zoom in. You can see there is the kind of bracket that's sticking out. And then here's the cut. You can see the bracket is kind of running through that area. And then here is the other area. Hopefully you can see it. There's that hole I had to cut in order to clear the brace. Here's the brace. So you can see it. It's sticking through right there. So basically what we're looking at is, if you kind of switch over to this side, this brace right here. Let's see here. Oh, here you go. You see, here's the connection point. That's where this is right here. Right there. This little thing right here, it connects right here to this kind of stud, and then the brace runs right here. It's in the way. This little section right here is in the way. And then up here in the front, you can see this brace, this little plate section right here. That's causing a problem, as well as this kind of rounded section right here. You can just cut this entire area out over there, but I wanted to salvage as much as possible of the existing cover. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take black tape. I'm going to try to cover up those holes. It's like the gutter tape. And then if I'm just, this, I'm just gonna seal this entire part off, and then I'm just gonna put a piece of tape like right here, just kind of seal it off as best as I can. I just kind of clean up the look because it looks kind of janky when it's cut like that. But it is what it is. Anyways, I'm glad I was able to get it in. A lot more difficult than I had imagined. I didn't realize the undercover was going to have so many issues, but glad to get it up and knowing that it can be solved. Okay, guys, well, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.